Hello. Welcome to the newest episode of the Boston Branded Podcast. As you guys know, my name is Carrie Thomas Amaro, and I am super excited for today because we have someone who I hold near and dear to my heart. He is so amazing. He is that's probably the smartest man I ever met. Like, he is just so smart. Like, I always ask myself, like, how did he become so smart? Like, how does he have this knowledge and these thought processes? And then like I get super excited because like he wants to like help me and show me things and things like that. So I'm super excited. I'll introduce him more after the intro, but let's cue the intro. I'm just saying, guys, I love my intro. It's the beat. The beat does it for me. Okay, so Mynders Glover, he is a all-star. Guys, I'm just telling you now, what you're going to learn from him in this time, I need you to have your pen, your paper, your iPads out. He is amazing. I'm super excited. Mynders!
Hey, Carrie, how are you? Good to
I'm
be here.
amazing. I'm amazing. Guys, you are in such a treat. Mynders is so smart. Not only is he so smart, he's also like super active. So literally like he does like cross country skiing, mountain biking. Like, what other stuff do you do? Like flag fishing. What other stuff? Tell us the other things.
Um, well, I when I'm in Florida, so I spend my time in the summers in Colorado, fly fishing and mountain biking. Then in Florida in the winter, Deb, my wife, and I go to the east coast of Florida and we sail. Belong to a sailing club, and we have races every Saturday, and that's cool.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Cool.
yeah. So the newest thing is we just got a
Oh no. Are you there, Minders? Is it me?
UTV, a used UTV.
He was coming back and he went away. Minders, come back to us, or me come back to you guys. Okay, okay, guys. Minders is coming back. It's okay. All will be well. But just until he comes back, I'm gonna give you a little information. We locked up, so he's gonna come back. So he's jumping back in. Um, come back. So Miners actually has a 2-day event coming up. I'll actually be speaking on the event, but this 2-day event is really literally going to be helping you create a launch plan in 2 days. It's going to be so good. So that is coming up. He'll talk more about it, but I'm waiting for him to come back in. So give us some seconds. I don't see him. Guys, I hope you have an amazing day. If you do not know, Boss Brunch 2021 is coming June 10th and 11th. So please, 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 if you want to register for that, make sure you get that going. I'm actually going to put it in the banner. It's going to be at bossbrunch.live. So bossbrunch.live is where you can go. Um, oh, I'm sorry. I don't not know what happened in Mynders. But yes, so the things that are going to be happening with the Boss Brunch Live, if you guys know, Boss Brunch is all about helping create community around people who are really trying to step into their zone of genius, step into their focus, and really just shine bright. Okay, Mynders is back. Mynders, don't leave us like that.
Well, you know what? The actually, what I'm going to do is I went to my mobile phone, but I am back. I'm going to enter the broadcast studio again, so you'll see me on the computer. Let's try that.
Okay.
Before I do that, hold on. Let me check that my camera. Oops. Yep, the camera is set up, and the microphone is set up. So if you need to kick the other one out, let's do that. But
Yeah, I'll wait till you come in and then I'll kick the other one out. Hey.
Bingo. Okay, so I just left. If that happens again, I'll go mobile.
Okay.
Apologize for that. I had rebooted the computer. So what did I miss? Did you have a great guest speaker on here and I missed?
Yeah, oh my gosh. There was a guy. His name's Mynders. Oh, hold up. I didn't know there was two.
Here I am. Here I am.
Here you are. You're back. No, I just able to fill everybody in on the Boss Brunch that's coming up. Actually, people don't know yet, but Mynders is actually going to be one of the expert panels speakers on one of the nights. So that's going to be super exciting.
Nice.
And like sharing his knowledge on everything. So that's going to be really fun.
Okay, so where do you want me to start?
Yeah, so we were asking about how you were doing. You were telling us about like that you got a new TV. I think you said there was a new TV. That's when things started shaking up.
It's a UTV. It's like an
UTV.
U as in ultra. UTV. It's like an ATV, like an all-terrain vehicle, but it's a side by side.
Oh, like a U. Okay.
In fact, I'm just going to show you this picture here. And there, can you see that?
Yeah, I'm coming.
There you go. So it's a Polaris Razor. So all four wheels climb individually over rocks and all of that. So we're taking that out for a spin this weekend.
Oh, please take lots of pictures so we can use it for social media.
You got it. You got it, kiddo.
Okay, so talk to us. Teach us your expertise. Teach us about one, explaining like because I feel like a lot of people make mistakes when it comes to launching. So I want us to start there with like what mistakes do people actually make when it comes to launching their products, especially their info products, because I feel like when it comes to launching, there's so many people that say you need to launch, but I feel like what happens is there's so many things that you can do in launching, but what are the things that are the right things to do in launching? Okay. So what are mistakes people make?
All right, great. So essentially, I teach a framework that I call launch from where you are. So everybody is at different states in their business. Some people have big lists and JV partners, and they might go for a bigger launch. They've been down that path. Some other people who are online have small list or no list and maybe a small social media following, of influencers. Other people might be offline, such as an author who has an expertise that wants to share that online to a bigger audience, and they have no influence online. And so the system that I teach, the momentum launch system, is all about getting into momentum and creating a launch, a revenue producing event right from where you are. So launch from where you are right now. So what I notice is that some of the reasons that people aren't successful in getting their products and services out there range from first, the feeling that they need a bigger influence, either social media or a list, like we've just talked about. Another is the idea that, well, before I can put it out there, I need to complete it. I need to create the content. I need to create the course, the videos, etc. And I say what you really need is the outline for the first module when you go live in front of people. Uh,
Mm,
does that make sense?
that makes so much sense.
And then in addition to that, Carrie, it's so many people put process over the result. And we like to feel good that we're moving forward if we're taking activity. So if we take a course that shows us how to optimize our LinkedIn profile and maybe get more content out there, we start to feel good and think we're getting results. But what happens is you can go a number of months down the road and realize that you're not launching, you're not putting your products out there to
Mm,
create revenue. So my whole approach is let's focus on the revenue, because the launch will tell you what social media or other steps you need to put into place.
mm. I really like that because I think what I really liked is the fact that you said you only need to have your first modules outlined. And that I think that's freeing for a lot of people because I think that people think they have to do all the things and have all the things that have all the recordings, have everything done. And I remember just this weekend, I was on a call with my friend Rafat, and she was like, Carrie, I'm trying to put this course together. I'm trying to get all the modules together and get my videos out. I'm like, girl, that's a lot to think. Like, that's a huge undertaking. I was like, how about you like just do it live the first time and then just do the live really good, and from there be able to like next time you launch it again, it's already recorded. And she was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't think that was okay. I thought that like I didn't know that. But so I think what you said that's really freeing for so many people.
Well, it really is. And see, most people think that a product launch is this huge undertaking. In fact, that's the predominant model that's been taught. And the idea of we're going to take the next 6 months out of our life to put together this really complicated production. It's like practicing for a play and the grand opening. So I've got to pre-record all these videos and this other content. I've got to line up, JV partners, probably have to spend a fair amount of money on Facebook advertising. And if it doesn't happen just right, then I'm going to have egg on my face.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like going to the Grand Canyon and looking across saying, I want to be on the other side, but oh my God, there's this big chasm here in front of me. I can never bridge that. So why would you put yourself in that situation and comparing yourself to other people who may be more technically savvy, be further along in their journey? Why not jump across a puddle and then another puddle and another one? And then you look back and say, oh my God, that's the same distance as that Grand Canyon. But rather than one leap, I did it with a series of smaller launches, accumulating the results, making the next one, accumulating and building on the results. And before long, you've built this huge business, all focusing on getting to your goals one launch at a time.
And the thing is, like, I remember when you told me this, when you first told me, Carrie, like I do these momentum launches, and I asked you, I was like what? Well, so what is it? Because I was confused. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you do these momentum launches, and you're like, we just launch every month. And in my first one, I heard, I was like, oh my gosh, like I might launch every month. That's a lot. But then when you explained it, like you're just doing the same thing. So you're creating the system where you're just doing the same thing every month, that it's like it becomes a point where it's like plug and play. Like, okay, I have this week, I have that, boom, bam, bada bing, let me tweak. Okay, I noticed this didn't work last month, so maybe I need to tweak something this month to make it better. I was like, why don't people do this? Why don't people just do this?
Yeah, exactly. So let me tell you where I first started developing this idea.
Okay.
It was back in 2013, and I was on the launch manager team for a big internet marketer. And this launch ended up doing high six figures. But what happened was there was this mindset and this methodology uh, that said, okay, for the next 6 months, we're devoted to this project. And the last 3 weeks before the launch, we're going to work nights and weekends, kiss the family goodbye. And we're going to wear this badge of honor that only a few people, only the strong and the proud, can do this thing that we're doing. And then I noticed at the end of it, everybody wanted to take a 6 month vacation. And the team said, I will never do another launch again. And I said, well, that kind of defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it? Why don't we create a friendlier approach where you don't put all of the chips, on the table and roll them forward, betting on one hand, and instead you take a smaller launch from right where you are now and then build from there, and that you actually build it into your day-to-day framework of your business so that your team incorporates it, is not scared of it, but actually embraces it because they're each doing a part within their zone of genius.
And then the thing that I loved about it is when you came to me and you said, "Hey, Carrie, like for me to launch," and I think this was something really important for me and I think a lot of people when I say this, as you came to me, you said, "Hey, Carrie, I want you to help me with Catalyst," and that's his program. It's super amazing. You're like, I want you to help me with Catalyst, and I also want you to come to the 2 day because I think content strategy is very crucial when it comes to launching. And I was like, oh, you think so too? Because people literally will be like, I'm launching, and then they'll just launch. Or they'll run, they say, I have ads, and they won't have anything else.
That's right. That's right.
And it's like, you were like, no, this is crucial to the success of a launch. So explain to me your thought process and all those things of where you kind of got centered with that.
Okay, I will be glad to do that. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to share my screen. And you'll have to bring this up again because, I left the broadcast accidentally. And there it is. You're going to need to switch to show the slide here. There you go. Great. So what we're looking at here is my momentum launch roadmap. This is the process that I take my clients through and that I recommend that you use in your business. And so learn this process. And I'm going to show you how you can get this roadmap and the report built around it in just a minute. But basically, the framework for the launches has a 3-tier process.
I remember when I saw this, I was like, okay, this man is smart, guys.
Well, I'm just hoping I can live up to your high billing here, Carrie. And so what we have here is block 1 is like the planning for your launch and planning for your whole business growth. Okay. Because remember, my model is not about one launch. It's about using successive launches to get to your goals and taking the pressure off. How many people like stress? Not many of us. So why create that? Yeah. You can use a certain amount of stress to motivate yourself for action, right? Mm-hmm. But why create unnecessary stress? And so the idea here is block 1, we align, and you'll notice all these numbers, those are covered in the roadmap in the report itself. But basically, we're aligning your goals with your audience that you want to deliver your message to, what your message is and how you can deliver that online to that audience through the right launch model. And there's four primary launch models that I've identified that take into account 15 or so different launch methods.
Okay.
But the models fit you like a glove. They fit the right one for your audience, the right one for the amount of time you want to spend doing it, each month, and the your natural inclinations on how you want to, how you can comfortably and consistently present your data. Like, let's say you're an introvert and somebody wants to teach you a method. The surefire method to success is doing virtual summits. And of course, we know you've got the Bros brunch coming up and you're an extrovert, but envision an introvert trying to line up 16 or so speakers like you did, or even 30 under the traditional model,
Yeah.
and then interviewing them and keeping it all going forward. They might do it once, but then they'll run.
They'll never do it again. They'll be so
So
stressed.
so we fit those like a glove. And then in the planning process, I do something that's unique to me. No one else has this. And I pull in my CPA MBA background and I've created a forecasting model that can take your
Ooh.
goals and show you
See.
through the various launch models how long it's going to take you to get there.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
good.
Now, why is that important? Now, notice we do that before you ever launch. Well, because let's say you do that first launch and you only make $3,000 in revenue and you saw candy in front of you and you said, oh, I'm going to make $20,000 on my first launch. Well, the plan will show you how you can go from 3,000 to
Oh no, Minders, you're going out on me again.
and
Oh my gosh, guys, it's getting so good. It's getting so good. Um, this strategy, this framework, these blocks that he set up, like the idea of forecasting your future, your current product launch, evaluate it, moving forward, going through that process, this is how you hit that 7-figure business. And this is what I've learned by watching our clients who have 7-figure businesses be able to keep putting their so. Oh, here comes. He's back. There he
okay,
is.
great. So now I will keep on my audio here. In fact, I'll turn it off my computer in case we come back.
Okay.
And can you hear me okay here?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Okay, great. So
And if you
did you
want to share me, if you want me to send you the link, if you want to send me the link, I can pull it up on mine if you want me to
um
to
okay,
the
let's
roadmap.
let's do that. And let me
Well, I
see.
think I might have. I don't know if I have the PDF. I know I have the roadmap.
Well, I might send it to you as a ping real quick.
Okay. He's gonna
Uh,
send it to me, guys. But yes, what I was saying is like we've seen this happen with some of our clients where they've been able to just do these consecutive launches, and because they're doing these consecutive launches every month, they're learning and they're tweaking. That's the thing. It's all about that consistency, about learning about what went right, what went wrong, and then tweaking, and then going and doing it again. Learning about what went wrong, what went right, tweaking, and then going and doing it again. That is literally, I tell anybody, like, if you want to be successful in business and even in life, that model, even in launches, even in any situation, relationships, anything, is learning about the situation, tweaking it, knowing what went right, what went wrong, tweaking it, and then moving forward and trying to do it again. That's how you succeed. That's how you grow. And literally, when he came up with this system, is that exact same thing. Tweaking, learning, what assessing what went right, what went wrong, tweaking it, moving forward, and doing it over and over and over again, and helping people hit that 7-figure business. So good.
Okay, so I'm going to jump back in and talk about the model, but first I'm going to send you the image so you can pull it up while I'm talking about it.
Okay,
Uh,
cool beans.
so I'm just a couple of clicks away.
We're having a little technical difficulties today, guys, but it's okay. We're good. We're making it work.
Absolutely. And let's see. Oh, here we go. All righty. It is on its way to you. Um, and okay. So what I'm going to do while you're putting that up is I'm going to just start talking about it again. And you got an initial view, and I'm going to show you in a minute a link where you can go and grab uh, that roadmap. And um, Carrie, while I'm thinking about it, let me grab that link and I'll send it to you so that you can bring it up in some way when we get there.
Okay.
Um, okay, so even though my computer is still working again, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. You know how that goes. So I'm not
Yes.
going to do that. We're going to stay right here. And so you're able to see me on the phone, okay? On my
Yep.
iPhone. Okay, great.
Yes.
So all right, and you're showing the map again. It looks like.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So the idea is that last stage in block one on the top row is about giving you confidence that you can get to where you want to go right from where you are, because the model takes into account the four different launch types with all the variations. It takes into account your current list size, your current
Mhm.
social media influence, your ad dollars, your conversion percentages, your JV partners. Got a complete formula for each model. And based on your frequency of doing them, will you do them every month? Will you do them every other month? Will you stack some, like let's say you do a live event, you want to do it annually. We can put that in the appropriate month and see how it works out. So, end of block one, you have something that you don't normally get, and that is the motivator to keep on going, because we can always adjust to see now from where you are what's it going to take to get there. And then we go into block two, which is an actual launch. Now, in my Momentum Launch Catalyst program, we have it's a 90-day or 3-month program from zero to launched. So what zero is either not online yet if you're that offline author, or you are a person online not getting traction. You'll get launched and create revenue within 12 weeks in the Catalyst program. And so we use a specific launch approach in block number two in the current launch through Catalyst, or you doing it yourself. And then the magic happens in block three. The bottom row is we turn the corner from left to right, and you finalize that cash flow, your cash flow statement, and you look at your KPMs, your metrics, and you adjust so that you get ready for the next launch. And you adjust for style. It's like, whoa, I did one of these summits and I never want to do that again. So let's switch the model. And then we launch again, get the result, adjust the plan, add more elements to it. So maybe you're ready now, to hire Carrie to do your content uh, creation, like I did. And then you might want to add, YouTube videos or LinkedIn or what have you. And those happen because you're not focusing on the process, you're focusing on the result. And so, um, can you show the link in some way that I just sent you, Carrie? And I'll talk about that. Okay, while she's working on that, I will just tell you, what it is that we have. Um, so I'm the launch strategist, and I've assembled a team to help with the implementation, both in my course and and all things beyond. And so Carrie, as she mentioned, okay, there it is. It's rebrand.ly /MLR carry. So MLR stands for Momentum Launch Roadmap Carry. And this is just a link shortener because it's a long link. So if you go there, you'll be able to grab that 17-page report and that roadmap. And also, the next page on there will tell you about the 2-day event that I have coming up with Carrie on May 20th and May 21st. So that's next Thursday and Friday. And it's actually 2 half days so that you can build time around your business. But in 10 hours, we're going to show you how to create your own blueprint for launching, utilizing this concept of launch from where you are, and this system, which is the last product launch system you'll ever need. And so we're going to go over into content pieces and creating offer pieces and Facebook ad pieces, etc. And the cost of that is only $97. So take a look at that, see if you're interested. But at a minimum, you'll get the roadmap, and you can get there all in that same link. Carrie, back to you. Now I'm not here, and so let me do this. I need to plug in here.
It wasn't me. It wasn't you. It was me. It was
Oh,
me.
okay, great.
It
I
was
was
me.
going,
I
whoa.
I
All
clicked.
right,
I clicked. I clicked. I clicked mute and then no. Story of my life. But
that
no.
worked.
So so in 10 hours, you're telling me because and I'll be there that they'll be able to identify the system that they need to be able to be prepared to go through a launch system. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. And they'll understand fully my framework. They'll have a checklist for a launch. And so that your next step is to do a launch, whether you do it with us, Carrie and I, um, and a third partner who I won't name right now. We'll just keep that as a
He's a
suspense.
secret.
But basically, this is designed to help us grow your business and to get you on track into a new paradigm, which is launch from where you are rather than uh, deferring it and getting sidetracked and
Hmm.
doing it over and over again.
Okay, so I have questions for me. I'm asking my questions. All right,
Okay.
so I always look at the launch formulas and I get a little overwhelmed because I'm not sure what type of launch system or method would it be for somebody like me that does the stuff that I do. I was looking at the relationship launches, but then I was like, I don't know. So like as the expert, what launch system would be great for me and why? People who know me.
Okay, excellent. As Carrie kind of hinted to, there are 4 primary launch models, which are things that I will go over, during the 2-day. Um, and the one that we start with in my program is the momentum launch because it works for everyone to start to get momentum.
Hmm.
And so we want a system that incorporates all of the skills that you need forward in your business. So the momentum launch is a combination of 2 funnels. Um, one of them is a a challenge funnel, so doing an action, and then the other is a webinar funnel, so that you're at the end of the challenge, you are now selling your big program. So why this works so effective that it combines the elements of a low cost of entry, challenges you either come in for free or under 97 bucks, and then
Mm-hmm.
the high cost of your bigger program, $1,000 program or even more. And you'll
Mm-hmm.
learn the skill set to create all of that, which you then can uh, keep going with into the future, or you can go into one of the other models, right? And so for you, Carrie, um, I think that you're actually going to be able to layer several different things. All right, and one of those things is a um, is a hybrid of the momentum launch, in that after you would do the first one, you would substitute a VIP day as the lead in
Mm.
to your bigger ticket agency items. All right, because you already have your VIP day on your bailiwick and your skill set. I even entered your funnel through that mechanism. So we would build a big from there into
Oh, your signal's going out again, Minders. He lives in the mountains, guys, so he's in the
in
mountains.
addition to that, the number 3 is really good for you, because a roadshow launch, you go in and you devote a month to one go
Guys, I'm so sorry. Mine is just so good, but we're having lots of technical difficulties
program.
today. He is breaking up bad. But knowing you dropped. But yes, Minders is amazing. Please, guys, please, 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 like, you definitely want to be at this 2 day event. I'll be actually teaching content. I'll be actually helping people frame out their 30 days of content. Oh, he's back. I'll be helping people frame out their 30 days of content. So it's going to be super cool. Minders, it's like you're giving us all these cliffhangers.
Really? So where did I leave you this time around?
I think you were talking about the hybrid, and then you came back and you said roadshow, and then you talked about, I heard VIP day, but it was like beep, beep, beep.
Okay, great. Um, so, why I think ultimately, so your foundation is going to be a variation on the momentum launch uh, uh, approach, the
Mm-hmm.
momentum launch model, where you will quickly get to the point where you would substitute, in place of a challenge, doing like a group VIP day.
I've been thinking about that, so I like
Yeah,
that you said that because
that's right. Now,
that's what I've been thinking about.
and not even a 2 day, but a 1 day VIP day, even part of the day.
How did
Okay.
you know? That's what was in my brain.
What can I say? I
He's
just
so smart.
So I saw that coming. And then think about what we'd like to do to build the momentum and to get to your revenue goals faster is that you can say, let's say you do that VIP day every month. You can say, on off weeks, I might do 1 or 2 roadshow launches a month. And so that way you go to somebody who has a list of, say, 10,000 people who is upstream from you as a JV partner. So for example, they might be somebody who has a clientele who's posting on social media, but they don't have good content and they don't have a consistent posting frequency. So you go and speak to their list, do a webinar, uh, with them on with you, with that affiliate on with you, you borrow their authority and you sell them to your VIP day, which then sells them into branding services. So that's how I could definitely see you stacking those two things.
So hypothetically speaking, because it might not happen, but it might happen. Um, let's say I have an event coming up. Would something like that group VIP day maybe be that first that offer that I push out on that event?
I think that would be a great first offer because you could, promote that at a low cost, because it's a group thing. You promote it at $97 or so, and you give so much content in there that they're compelled to uh, to come and have a follow up discovery call with you, right? And then you sell them into your branding services where you leverage because you've got your team delivering most of that. So
Mm.
that's a perfect ascension ladder.
Oh gosh, that's good. I have a lot of ideas. I have a call in a little bit about that we're mapping out this offer. So I'm like, oh, and it's funny because that's what I was thinking was a group. So I'm feeling like I'm moving in the right direction. It's just so
Nice.
getting out of my head. So yay.
Yay.
Miners, you're so good. Okay, so guys, please, 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 if you want to create a framework and a structure to prepare you for your launch, you need to be at this event. I know a lot of people are launching in the summer, getting things ready, or launching in the next couple months. You want to have your framework together now. You want to have your content strategy together now that you're set up and prepared for that launch. Don't wait a week, 2 weeks before a launch to try to start doing stuff. Start now. Start with Mynders. Teaching you, he has his system. He's so good with systems. He's so good with taking the pressure off of trying to figure out you have to do all the things. All you have to do is just listen and follow the directions. He gives you everything. All you have to do is go step by step by step. He tells you what you need in it, how you need to do it, and makes it so simple. You got to be there. Please come. If you're not there, I'm just telling you, launching is not going to be fun. And also, make sure you go watch his show. He has a show called Info Product Launch Secrets. It is so good. It's every Tuesday at
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Eastern.
3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. It is so good. And
So, um, so thank you for that, Carrie. And so the link that's scrolling on the bottom, rebrand.ly/MLR Carrie, is where you can get the roadmap that we were talking about. And it will give
so
you the
good.
details on May 20th and 21st, 2 day event that's just a $97 event with all of this value and my guest speakers. So hope you can join us and move your business forward.
Start
Next week.
creating momentum.
There you go.
I'm super excited. Minders, I'm so grateful for you. Guys, I will see y'all next week for our next episode of the Boss and Branded podcast. So grateful for you. I will see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.